Xiao, the eternal flame of the Xiao clan. Among the many legendary figures who have shaped the world of battle through the heavens, none burn brighter nor more tragically than Xiao. As the final patriarch of the Xiao clan, one of the 8 ancient clans of the Qi continent, and the direct ancestor of protagonist Xiao's story is a powerful blend of brilliance, sacrifice, and enduring legacy. From the moment he appeared in the lore, Xiao stood out as a prodigy blessed by the heavens. At the age of 6, he had already broken through to the Dou practitioner realm, and by 10, he had reached Dou spirit. At just 15, he stood at Dou Zun, ascending at a pace that stunned even the oldest elders. Within a few centuries, he stood at the peak of Dou Sheng, brushing the elusive threshold of half-step Dou Di, an achievement unmatched in the clan's long history. His cultivation journey alone would have etched his name in legend, but Xiao's story is far more than just personal strength. As one of the youngest ever patriarchs of the Xiao clan, Xiao was not only a warrior but a visionary leader. He elevated his clan's position among the 8 ancient families, forging powerful alliances and securing its future. Yet fate, ever cruel, had other plans. The bloodline of the Xiao clan began to dwindle, weakening with each generation. Determined to reverse the decline, Xiao made the ultimate gamble, absorbing all the remaining Xiao bloodline power into himself to forcibly break through to Dou Di. But ambition without foundation is a dangerous thing. Lacking the key energy, origin qi, Xiao's breakthrough failed. Gravely weakened, he was ambushed by the Soul clan, led by the infamous Hun Tiandi and the ancestor Hunya. In a final act of defiance and love for his clan, Xiao self-detonated using his 3 heavenly flames, purple, red, and his signature black and white mixed flame, obliterating scores of Soul clan elites and severely wounding Hun Tiandi, who would take 1,000 years to recover. Though his physical form perished, Xiao's journey did not end. A fragment of his soul endured, hidden within the heavenly tomb, an ethereal resting place located in the territory of the ancient clan. Out of gratitude and respect, even the ancient clan refrained from entering the tomb, allowing Xiao's will to slumber undisturbed for centuries. It was there that destiny once again stirred, in the form of his descendant, Xiao. When Xiao entered the heavenly tomb, Xiao's soul fragment awakened. Without hesitation, he destroyed 2 Dou Sheng-level Soul clan invaders, demonstrating that even in death, his power remained unmatched. But more importantly, he acted not as a destroyer, but as a mentor and protector. Recognizing the unique heritage of Xiao, he merged 3 legendary bloodlines, the Xiao clans, Sun Er's Gu clan lineage, and Ziyan's dragon phoenix blood, into Xiao's body. With this, the flame of the Xiao clan was reborn. Xiao then passed on his most powerful creation, the complete version of the 3 mysterious changes of heavenly flame, a technique capable of unlocking tremendous combat strength and awakening the divine mark of the clan. Not stopping there, he crafted a suit of ancient insect emperor armor for Xiao using the cocoon of a devouring insect queen, ensuring his descendant had every tool necessary to carry forward the clan's name. Despite his lingering soul slowly fading, Xiao held onto a single hope, that Xiao would one day return. And when that day came, it marked the final meeting between ancestor and heir. This time, Xiao revealed critical knowledge about the origin Emperor Qi, helping guide Xiao closer to the level he once aspired to reach. Then, with no regrets, Xiao burned the last of his soul to help Xiao achieve Emperor Soul, vanishing entirely from existence. Before disappearing, he left behind a sliver of his soul imprint, which Xiao preserved as both a treasured memento and a symbol of unwavering strength. Xiao's legacy lives on not only through Xiao but across all adaptations of Battle Through the Heavens. In the manhwa and animated series, he appears as a towering figure of legend. In the 2018 live-action drama, actor Sun Wei brought him to life, while the 2023 web series Battle Through the Heavens, Return of the Young Master saw veteran actor Liang Karyan portray him with gravitas and dignity. Visually, Xiao was marked by flowing black hair, deep black eyes filled with wisdom, and a dignified presence that radiated power even in silence. His cyan robes fluttered like flames in the wind, and though his face was not handsome in the traditional sense, his aura was magnetic, his gaze profound. As a soul, his figure faded and aged, but never lost its nobility. Bold, proud, yet selfless to the end, Xiao's personality embodied the essence of a true patriarch. he bore the burden of his clan with pride and stood unyielding even when faced with annihilation. Every action he took, whether destroying enemies, preserving knowledge, or sacrificing himself, was in service of the Xiao clan. His mastery over 3 heavenly flames, his innovation in creating the clan's pinnacle technique, and his unparalleled cultivation achievements place him among the most powerful figures in Dou Qi history. But more than strength, it is Xiao Xian's unwavering dedication and willingness to burn himself to ignite the future that makes him unforgettable. In the end, Xiao Xian did not merely pass on strength. He passed on hope, will, and the heart of a true cultivator. His flame did not vanish with his soul. It lives on in Xiao Yan, in the Xiao clan's future, and in the hearts of readers who remember him as the eternal flame that refused to die. Xiao Xian, the last clan leader of the ancient Xiao clan and one of the 5 supreme powerhouses of his era, left behind a legacy that shaped the fates of many across the Dou Qi continent. Though he fell before reaching the Dou Di realm, the web of connections he forged, by blood, loyalty, and enmity, continued to echo through generations. At the heart of that legacy is Xiao Yan, his most brilliant descendant and the hope of the fallen Xiao clan. Twice venturing into the mysterious heavenly tomb, Xiao Yan followed the traces of his ancestor, receiving not only the clan's bloodline and the ancient insect emperor garment but also the complete inheritance of the 3 mysterious changes of heavenly flame. Moved by Xiao Yan's determination, Xiao Xian ultimately burned the last of his soul to help Xiao Yan break through the soul of the emperor level, a sacrifice that sealed his eternal place in his descendants' path to greatness. Among Xiao Xian's extended kin was Xiao Chen, a cousin who bore the title Blood Axe in the Central Plains. Known for his unruly temperament, Xiao Chen was lost for thousands of years within the space of the purifying lotus demonic flame. It was Xiao Yan, fueled by the strength passed down from Xiao Xian, who ultimately rescued him, bringing his long-lost kin back into the world. The weight of Xiao Xian's legacy also drew the respect and support of powerful allies. Gu Yuan, patriarch of the Gu clan and fellow ancient clan leader, shared a deep camaraderie with Xiao Xian during their lifetimes. This respect extended to Xiao Yan, whom Gu Yuan protected and guided. In later years, Gu Yuan succeeded where Xiao Xian had fallen short, stepping into the realm of Dou Di, achieving the peak that Xiao Xian had once strived for. But not all ties were of friendship. Han Tiandi, the malevolent leader of the Soul Clan, regarded Xiao Xian as his greatest threat. In a brutal ambush during Xiao Xian's final attempt to ascend to Dou Di, Han Tiandi led an assault that forced Xiao Xian into a desperate self-destruction, devastating both sides. Yet Xiao Xian's death spelled only temporary victory. For it was Xiao Yan, the heir to Xiao Xian's will, who would later rise to vanquish Han Tiandi and end the tyranny he represented. Even after death, Xiao Xian's presence endured in the alliances he had built. He entrusted his ultimate technique to the ancestor of Burning Flame Valley, a comrade and powerful figure in his own right. This act of trust forged a bond that extended beyond lifetimes, as the valley remained a loyal ally to the Xiao clan and a staunch supporter of Xiao Yan during his rise. And finally, Xiao Xian's bloodline continued not only through Xiao Yan but through Xiao Xiao, the daughter born of Xiao Yan and Queen Medusa, Kai Lin. With her, the Xiao clan saw not only continuity but the fusion of ancient bloodlines, the Xiao, the Snake Woman tribe, and the legacy of an empire. In every descendant, every friend, every enemy, and every choice, Xiao Xian's influence remained ever present. His sacrifices, alliances, and conflicts formed the foundation upon which the future was built. Though his body had perished, Xiao Xian lived on, in strength, in memory, and in fire. The unfilial descendant Xiao Yan greets ancestor Xiao Xian. At last, someone has come. My many years of waiting have not been in vain. After so many years, Xiao Yan finally meets ancestor Xiao Xian, once the strongest under the Dou Di realm. Xiao Yan is utterly shocked. This figure, even as a residual projection after death, is powerful enough to annihilate 2 energy bodies of foreign star Dou saints in an instant. When Xiao Xian learns of the Xiao clan's current situation, his emotions are a complex mix of bitterness and sorrow. Back in chapter 1336, when Xiao Yan and his group arrived at the heavenly tomb, they were immediately pursued by 2 energy bodies of foreign star Dou saints from the Soul Clan. At the moment of crisis, Xiao Xian's projection appears. Due to the rules of the heavenly tomb, his soul cannot come in person. Only a projection can be sent. Even so, The two foreign Star Do Saint energy bodies stand no chance and are instantly obliterated. After the battle, Xiao Xian fixes his gaze on Xiao Yan. In that moment, Xiao Yan's bloodline seems to boil as their eyes meet. After a long pause, a slight smile rises on Xiao Xian's face. The smile is faint, yet to Xiao Yan it feels deeply familiar, like kin connected through blood. At last, someone from the Xiao clan has come. My many years of waiting have not been wasted. Upon hearing this, Xiao Yan can't hold back the surge of emotions in his heart. He drops to his knees midair. Xiao Yan, the unfilial descendant, greets Ancestor. Xiao Xian gently lifts Xiao Yan up. I sensed you from the moment you entered the heavenly tomb. You've done well on your journey. Scratching his head a bit sheepishly, Xiao Yan feels honored to receive praise from someone who once stood at the peak of the continent. Sooner, Gu Qingyang, and the other young members of the Gu clan step forward to greet Xiao Xian with respectful bows. Xiao Xian's eyebrows lift slightly. Your Gu clan seems to have forgotten the promise you once made to me. Sweat breaks out on the faces of Sooner and the others. The Gu clan had once received great favor from Xiao Xian, and he had asked them to help protect the Xiao clan. Yet now, not only had they failed to do so, but they had also taken 2 of the Xiao clan's heavenly tomb spots. After a moment, Gu Qingyang quickly steps forward to explain. It was the decision of a few within the clan. Our clan leader has always honored the agreement. Xiao Xian does not press further. He turns to Sooner. Your bloodline is quite similar to Gu Yuan's. Sooner's eyes flicker nervously. As Xiao Xian is Xiao Yan's ancestor, his words carry great weight. She does not wish to leave a poor impression and promptly explains her background with great respect. Xiao Xian laughs. Ah, so you're that old fellow's daughter. In the end, it was still my Xiao clan that benefited. Sooner's cheeks flush pink at his words. Guided by Xiao Xian, they soon arrive at the deepest part of the heavenly tomb. This is Xiao Xian's mausoleum. Only a solitary ancient stone stele stands silently there. Yet the energy in this place is the densest in all of the heavenly tomb. After Gu Qingyang and the others begin cultivating around the stone stele, Xiao Xian takes Xiao Yan and Sooner into the stele's interior. Within is a vast, ancient hall. In the center, Xiao Xian's soul stands with his hands behind his back. Upon seeing Xiao Yan, he sighs. Tell me, what is the state of the Xiao clan now? After collecting his thoughts, Xiao Yan recounts in detail all that has happened to the Xiao clan in recent years. The former Xiao clan no longer exists. All that remains is a declining household. Xiao Xian shows little surprise. He had long expected such a fate. At least a thread of legacy remains. Do you have anything you wish to ask me? Xiao Yan hesitates. He wants to ask if there is a way for his ancestor to be revived or to exist in some other form. If someone as powerful as Xiao Xian could return, the rise of the Xiao clan would be within reach. Xiao Xian shakes his head. At the time of his death, he had instructed for his remains to be placed within the heavenly tomb. Now, he is nothing more than a residual soul, confined to this tomb. The moment he leaves, he will scatter into nothingness. To revive a being of his level would require resources far beyond even the resurrection pill. Perhaps only when Xiao Yan himself surpasses the Do D level will it be possible. With a long sigh, Xiao Xian reminisces. Back when the Xiao clan still stood, I sensed the Do D bloodline in the clan fading. So I and the other elders decided to perform a secret technique to transfer most of the clan's bloodline into my body, to aid my breakthrough to Do D. Though my body surged with energy, I could still feel something missing, something intangible that blocked my path. We ultimately failed. Many clansmen, including myself, suffered backlash. It was then that the Soul clan launched a massive attack. I was ambushed and mortally wounded. Hearing these hidden truths, Xiao Yan remains silent for a while, then softly offers comfort. No need to blame yourself. With the bloodline dwindling, you did what had to be done. Xiao Xian then tells Xiao Yan that his current 3 mysterious transformations of heavenly flame is incomplete, lacking the final step. If completed, it could activate the Xiao clan's ancestral markings. It turns out the 3 mysterious transformations was originally created by Xiao Xian and later passed to the Burning Flame Valley. Xiao Xian promises to teach Xiao Yan the missing piece. But first, Xiao Yan must inherit the Xiao clan's Dou Di bloodline. Only by doing so can he fully unleash the might of the ancestral markings, far surpassing his current abilities. Xiao Xian brings Xiao Yan to a pool. With each surge of blood-colored light from Xiao Xian, the pool turns crimson. This is a portion of Dou Di bloodline I preserved with all my strength. As I am now only a residual soul, I entrust this promise of the Xiao clan's legacy to you. With the last of the bloodlight drained, Xiao Xian visibly ages. Seeing this, Xiao Yan feels a deep ache in his chest. To shoulder the burden of an entire race, his ancestor bore far too much. Under Xiao Xian's instruction, Xiao Yan quickly enters the pool to receive the inheritance. This Dou Di bloodline will drastically enhance his cultivation potential. Time slips by. 15 days pass in a flash. As the ordinary blood within Xiao Yan is drained, the Dou Di bloodline flows into him. Suddenly, a loud explosion erupts. Xiao Xian and Xuan are startled. A violet gold light surges from Xiao Yan's body. Xiao Xian is stunned. The Dragon Emperor's bloodline? How can this legendary power exist within you? This was the trace of Dragon Emperor's power Zi Yan once gifted Xiao Yan. A bloodline equal to a true Dou Di. Clearly, the previous transfusion did not expel it. If the Dragon Emperor bloodline cannot be neutralized, the Xiao clan's bloodline cannot be fused. Forcing it would seriously harm Xiao Yan. After a moment of contemplation, Xiao Xian asks Xuan for help, to contribute a bit of her Gu clan's divine bloodline to act as a neutralizing agent. Hearing this, and with an 80% chance of success, Xuan doesn't hesitate despite the rarity of her blood. She slices her jade wrist, and drops of blood fall into the pool. Her face turns pale. It will take at least 2 years of cultivation to recover. Xiao Xian then weaves seals like lightning, guiding the fusion of the 3 bloodlines. Due to the limited amount of Gu and Dragon Emperor blood, the new bloodline can't circulate through Xiao Yan's entire body. So Xiao Xian anchors it deep within Xiao Yan's heart. When this new bloodline is mature, it will help Xiao Yan break through to Dou Saint, and perhaps even reach the imperial realm that hasn't been touched in 1,000 years. Now that this obstacle is resolved, all that remains is for Xiao Yan to absorb the pool's remaining energy. Time flies. A year passes. Xiao Xian never leaves the poolside, watching as the blood pool gradually clears under Xiao Yan's absorption. The smile on Xiao Xian's face grows more pronounced. This is the only treasure he can now give his descendant. Another half-year passes. As the last strand of energy enters Xiao Yan, his closed eyes suddenly open. Boom! Xiao Yan's aura soars. 6-star Dou Zun peak. 7-star. 8-star. 9-star. Seeing this, Xiao Xian and Xuan grow tense. If Xiao Yan cannot stabilize this power surge, his future potential may be sealed forever. As if sensing their worry, Xiao Yan's rising aura begins to fall. Within minutes, it drops from 9-star peak to around 6-star, then begins to climb again. After several rounds of self-suppression, it finally stabilizes at 8-star Dou Zun peak. Only then do Xiao Xian and Xuan breathe a sigh of relief. A 2-star leap. This is his most balanced growth. Feeling the fullness of power within, Xiao Yan lets out a long howl that echoes through the entire hall. Not long after, he turns and kneels before the now-aged Xiao Xian. Regardless of seniority, this one kneel was earned. For the sake of preserving the Xiao clan's last bloodline, for waiting alone through countless years, Xiao Xian deserved it.